What's up guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. So after a very long time we are connecting back. So this time we are connecting with a new mission, and it's my own mission. It's been about a month approximately since I bought this mission, and many people were asking for a review on the ownership, and also many people wanted to know how the bike is in the first place. So this video will be very interesting. We'll be categorizing this video into 5 categories. So first one is about the bike, second one the performance of the bike, the third one the braking, and the fourth one the off-road, whether it is capable of doing hardcore off-roads, and the last one is what is my verdict. So these are the 5 parameters what we are going to see today. And without any further ado, let us get into the video and I'll tell you all about Scram 440. So guys, this is the Scram 440 2025 model. So most of you know Scram 440 is brought in the market as a younger Himalayan 411. So we had Scram 411, but it didn't succeed much in the Royal Enfield world. But Scram 440 has become really famous right now, because the 411 was discontinued and the 450 of Himalayan was brought in. So they thought we should keep the 411, the legendary bike, in the market. So they brought the Scram 440. Royal Enfield is all about torque and the power and agility it gets in the initial punch. So that's one of the best thing about Royal Enfield, and yes, this bike does have a good amount of torque available. So apart from that, there's a lot of questions. Is this bike really an ADV? Is this capable of being an ADV? Certainly yes, you can do. I will not say it's a pure 100% off-roader. It is not a 100% off-roader like Himalayan 411, which was there. I could percentage it as somewhere like 80 to 90% of the off-roads what we can do it here. But hardcore, I doubt it. There are certain reasons why we can't do that. But in this video, you will be also seeing a test review of the off-road, of how we can do it and how much it can go up to. So this 2025 model has got a very refined engine, and the performance of the bike is also really good. So we'll go ahead and see the specs from the first segment, like what we are going to talk about, the kind of how the make of the machine is. The first part is the front part, the mid section and the tail section is what we are going to see. So let's go ahead. So guys, the front section of the Scram 440 looks really majestic. So I'll quickly go ahead and start each part in the front side of the bike, how it looks. So this is the dual use tire which is been provided with the Scram 440, and it is 100/20 and it's a 19-inch tire. So basically the whole pattern works very well on the road and off-road as well. So I've been driving about 1000 kilometers now, and I would be okay to give you a feedback on the tire performance. It does give immense good traction between the road and the braking seems to be really nice. So on the right hand side we have the disc pedal. Seems to be the disc pedals is not so big as expected like the Himalayan 450 what we have right now, but we do have the disc plate here, and we have the braking provided by the Vibri. The braking efforts are seamless, like it's been really nice, it's very effective. So as in during an emergency braking, we do not feel the kind of thrust we get pushed in the front, but it brakes really nice. So there are a lot of accessories. Keeping that accessories aside, I've already done a video. I'm just going to talk about the placements of other things. So we have the gaiters available, which comes in stock with the bike. So gaiters are something which protects the shocks, so the gaiters are already coming as defaults, and we have the number plate placement here. So this is basically an LED headlight which has been provided by the Royal Enfield. So this is a dim light, this is the pass light, this is the full throw light, you know. But the thing here is, like, right now it looks really nice, but during the night time the visibility is not so great with this particular headlight. So either we need to go for a fog light or change the headlight completely to a brighter headlights which you get off market. So apart from that, as this is a scrambler, no visor, it will be fully naked, no grills, nothing, it will be fully naked. But even without these accessories, the bike really looks nice. Long suspension, so basically the suspension drive-in is really high. During braking it goes really down and comes up, so the kind of, you know, comfortability during rides are increasing because of these kind of long suspensions. The thing about Royal Enfield is they want to keep something like a vintage. They want to still use the, you know, halogen bulb. They don't want to move these Himalayans into actually LED indicators. So we have an indicator which is again a halogen bulb, what is available. But trust me, I'm telling you, we all started our life with halogen, we didn't start with LED. So halogen is always good, very cost efficient, because if the bulb goes, I have to just change the bulb. It hardly takes 10 to 20 rupees for me to bulb. If an LED goes, I have to spend about 400 to 500 rupees for changing the LED pair itself. So which is good, and I really like the indicators. This is a handguard being provided by the Royal Enfield itself. This is a stock Royal Enfield handguard, but in general, if you don't buy any accessories from Royal Enfield, it comes as a very naked bike. So this guard will not be there, and you can see the lever, and we have a very visible round mirrors being provided. Initially I thought these mirrors will not be covering the whole area, but to my surprise it did cover a lot of space in the back, and it was, I didn't think of even changing these mirrors to any other mirrors. These are very comfortable and its visibility is really high in this. I really love this color. You have different variations, like there are two kinds of model. One is called as the Force and another one is called the Trial. So the Force, all the models, all the colors come in alloy. The Trial comes in spoke wheels. I don't know why Royal Enfield has done it. Is it because of cost efficiency did they do that? Only the tank and the whole of the bike, only the tank is aluminum, the rest is all plastics. So all these are plastics. So but still, you know, they try to make sure that it looks like aluminum, and that's the reason if you see even the tank green and then the cowl green, both are looking similar. So we have the Royal Enfield badging here, and we don't get a crash guard from Royal Enfield. We get an engine guard, which I didn't prefer because I was planning to go for a crash guard. The engine, yeah, if you talk about the performance, yes, we do see a lot of heat coming up because this is an air cooled engine. When you're on the go, you know, you will never feel the heat. But when you're standing idle in a traffic signal, or let's say you have parked the vehicle for some time after a ride, trust me, there's a lot of heat coming out. So you can feel it in your calf muscle and your thigh for sure. So apart from that, we have the exhaust coming from that pipe there, and it's a pretty long exhaust like the Himalayan itself. The same design Himalayan 411 had. I'm really concerned is the cylinder placement, which is kind of really weird, because on the 650 we have the cylinder here and the braking is here. For the Scram we have the braking here and the cylinder is here. So basically we wear riding boots like this, which are really hard, you know, shell we have, and when you try to hit it sometime, when you just do it like this way, there are chances that the cylinder can break. And because right now I've given the protector, I'm okay. But if person doesn't want to use protectors, then that's something which Royal Enfield should think about, placing in a place where we don't have much of an impact. Seats are one of the best in Scram and Himalayan. It's very comfortable. I've been riding from Bangalore to Chennai and a lot of kilometers within the city. I never had any issues. I feel really comfortable and I wanted to ride further and further. Seats are really comfortable, and I really love the seats. The rear suspension, which is not like other bikes, this is called as a connector, you know, suspension, where you will find the connector on the bottom. But again, during off-roads, that's something very difficult. So if you come a little bit closer, I'll show you how it's placed. Under the chassis, you'll find the suspensions here. Generally the suspension will be this way in most of the bikes. This one, it's a connector suspension. So basically what happens is the suspension goes down, and if you see underneath, there is a connector, like a connection which is happening, and the suspension is so erect. That's one of the reason why you don't get a back pain, because the ride comfortability is really high. So this connector, but there is also a risk to it, that if you're doing an off-road, if we are climbing over a rock and trying to jump over a rock, this can get hit and it can damage the suspension. So that's something which I have not tried yet, but I think that is a risk which Royal Enfield should think about. The brake lights are LED. really nice. You know, I did see the visibility when my friend was riding the bike. Halogen bulb for the indicators. We have the number plate placement, which is good. There is no vibration. We have a light available here so that it focuses the number plate, and you have a reflector available. And on many people ask, like, Himalayan 411 was a tall bike and many people will not be able to actually sit in that. People especially with height of 5'5", 5'5" to 5'7" or 5'8", you know, people feel the difficulty where they have to go a bit of tiptoe. This bike is really nice because this is not made for taller people, it's made for all people. So people on a very short height also can sit, people on a very tall note also can easily sit. It's easy for me to raise my leg and put it across, and both my legs are flat foot. It's very comfortable, it's nice because the kind of suspension in the back can be adjusted. It's coming in stock, so this is a stock height. Is it possible to put a double stand in this bike because of the weight? That's something which is very tricky. I tried my best to do with my chappals, sandals, nothing worked out. My formal shoes, nothing worked out. Only the riding shoe is possible because the riding shoe is really heavy. Put this here. The holding posture is something very, very difficult in this bike because it's very long. If you see, look at the way I'm going. It is pretty long. I can't stand it this way and pull also. I have to pull the bike. So this particular rack what I put is something very useful because I can pull it easily. So on the count of 3, 2, 1. I had to have a lot of energy, and now what we are going to do is we are going to call my friend Hari to do the same thing what we have done right now. Okay, so this is my buddy Hari. He's been in most of my reviews always. After 2.5 years we are catching up on the first review, especially in the same spot. So Hari, I have 2 challenges for you. Okay. One, put the double stand. Okay. Second thing, check the height and tell how the height of the bike is. How do you feel comfort? So for Hari, if you see, there's a little bit of toe tipping here. If you see the gap here, what is available, there's a little bit of toe tipping here. So but Hari, try to keep your knee straight. Okay, now when he keeps the knee straight, he can touch the floor, but generally we don't keep our legs like this. We keep our legs a little bit like this. On the count of 3, 2, 1. Come on, Hari, come on, pull.
Highly impossible.
So basically that's a problem, guys. With a normal chappal or a shoes, it's very difficult to use the center stand because the bike itself is heavy. The top box is not too heavy. This is heavy. Hari, come here. I'll tell you one trick here. Let's try that one. Put the center stand. Just hold this part. Both the hands. Okay, he's going to hold only the rack. On the count of 3, 2, 1, pull. Yeah. So as I said, guys, this bike is very lengthy. So basically using the front handle and then pulling it back is very, very difficult because the stands are very strong and the vehicle is also heavy. Now when Hari tried to pull this only with this particular grab rail, he was able to put it. Okay, so we have the air cooled radiator available here. So it's not an oil cooled, it's an air cooled, but an engine liquid cooled, you can say. So it has dual purpose thing. So air cooled is the main feature. When you are on ride, you don't feel the heat. When you're idle on a signal after a long ride, trust me, you can feel something like your legs are getting burnt. The console of the Scram 440. First and foremost thing, there's a badging here called Scram 440, which has been imprinted into the panel itself, which looks really nice. And you have the console here, a single mounted console, but you can also add a tripper from Royal Enfield. You can pay an extra cost and do it. You have the key button, key lock system here. So we have a couple of features in this. This is a speedometer. There is no RPM meter for the Scram 440. You have the fuel indication, which comes as a semicircle, in total 7 points. And then you have the gear indication, which is right now in neutral. As and when we change gear, it does change gear. This is a 6-gear vehicle, so we will have the 6-gear indication. We have the time available, and then we have the trip meter. So trip meter consists of trip meter A, trip meter B, and also we have one more option called as the odometer, which is available. And on the bottom we have neutral button, ABS, and we have the engine indication, and we have the low fuel indication. So we have the indicators on the left and the right, and we also have a hazard light option provided, which is like both the indicators placement. We have a great switches provided by Royal Enfield. So we have the pause button available here. You have the dim light, you have the full headlight, so all the 3 is available here. You have the indicator switch, and you have the ABS switch here, the kill switch available, which is not like the other Royal Enfield where you have the circle dialometer. I personally did not like it, but Scram, what they've done is they've done a good job of keeping it like the legendary Himalayan. And you have the hazard light, which is provided by the bike, which is really good because hazard light is something which is very mandated during highways, during a breakdown. The horn of Royal Enfield Scram is really loud. Horn of Royal Enfield is loud enough. we have the ABS button here. So I'll quickly tell you how to switch off the ABS. It's very simple. There's a single button provided here and you have the ABS symbol on here. So basically every time you switch on the bike and you start riding, the ABS will be engaged. It will be active in the rear tires and the front tire, but the ABS can be disengaged only on the rear tire by pressing this ABS button for 3 seconds and release it. So once you release, if you see the ABS starts blinking, that means the ABS has been disengaged in the rear wheel. Now with this option you can actually drift, you can actually do off-roading, which will be very comfortable to control the bike. Okay guys, so this is the overall specs about the bike. We'll quickly take it to the next segment of performance. We'll cover up the off-road, the braking, and also a bit of off-roading as well. We will do that. So all these segments will be done in a single shot. The video may be a bit long because I'm doing a lot of explanatory work, so please do see the whole video until the end. And please, if you're new to my channel, subscribe, like, and without fail press the bell button so that you get regular notification. So without any ado, let's go ahead guys. On the count of 3, 2, 1. So third gear 80 and then fourth gear 85. So the pickup is really amazing guys, because the torque pulls, look at the kind of pull we get. So the pull is really nice in the bike, and the bike doesn't strain itself much. It's very calm and composed, like the Royal Enfield has always been done. No strain in my hands, it's very nice. So okay, so we are going to the off-road section right now. The off-road trial is kind of really hardcore. I'll show you how it works. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Man, it's very easy to navigate. Man, oh, the bike is literally jumping guys. Off-roading is fun in Scram 440. Okay. Woo. I never felt a hit in my hands, neither my back. Off-road was real fun guys, real fun. We'll take the do the braking test, 2 kinds of braking test. One, ABS, non-ABS. So we'll start from here. I'm stopping, so the braking is really nice. ABS is on. Whew. Okay, on the count of 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, there is a gravel available here, so this has gravel now. On the count of 3, 2, 1. There is no tire marks at all, scratching tire marks. Please look at this. It's actually clean. I did it here. I think I started here. I started at this point here, and the vehicle is stopping. I just moved a little bit, so it stopped before that. I think the bike would have stopped. There should be around like how much? 15 feet. It would have stopped here. Yeah, it stopped here. So this is the distance guys, amazing. Now we are going to test this without ABS as well. I'm pressing the ABS button on the 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Do you see the ABS button blinking? That means ABS is disengaged. I'm going to show you how it works now. Woo, on the count of 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3. Woo! Look at the line, look at the mark. So ABS is fantastic in Scram. See here, I can smell the rubber. Man. So it started here. I started here. Keep looking. It has gone till there. Ooh, the tire smell, man, I can smell it really heavy. It started there and it's stopping here. So trust me, I'm telling you, even this is a good distance for a non-ABS. Front ABS functions really well. The front tire has not given me a single mark. On the ABS enabled, I don't see any kind of marks coming up. Now we gotta go check out the kind of hardcore off-roading. So the ABS functions really well. The performance of the bike is really nice. Handling is very nice here. Handling has been very nice. This one. Okay, there'll be an off-road here. Where is it? I have to see the ground clearance, for which I need to see. Okay, here it is. So this is an off-road, guys. Let's see what is the ground clearance. I'm getting down. So we still have this much of ground clearance available. I have climbed on a rock. I'm not sure if I can get it down because it seems to be like this. I'll show you. Ouch, 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 my hands. Ouch, ouch, something poked. Oopsie. Ouch. Whoa. So I'm going to come there, climb this rock and see whether it climbs. So I'm going to come here, give it a see. The torque is something which works really well. Come back. Okay. Okay, climb down here and you go. Woo. It climbed very easily, and again going down like this way. Woo. I'm going to climb on the sideway. So look at the kind of stone, the rocks here. I don't know whether I can climb this way. I'm going to climb it through this way itself. Oh, see. Okay. I'm going to see the power of the bike. Ooh, nice power. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Oh, great escape. Okay. Nice. Woo. Oh, the ABS is switched off. That's why it's drifting. So guys, I hope this video has been very interesting. I hope this had more information about Scram 440, what it can do, what's the performance, is this really worth buying the bike. So I hope you guys would have liked. If you like, you know what you have to do. You have to like, subscribe and hit the bell button so that you get regular notification. So with this, I'm signing off, guys, along with the Drogon. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, it's goodbye from your own Bharat and Drogon. Take care.